And then let's see, the second half of the conference had featured John Horgan, who came up and gave a very entertaining presentation. I thought his presentation was great. I thought his presentation was just terrific. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He really is. And he talked about some of the events that have happened in the Bridgewater Triangle, which is in the state of Massachusetts, which encompasses the Hockomock Swamp. And he talked about some of the interesting anomalies that take place there. You got ghosts. There's ghosts in there. There's what they call pterodactyls or thunderbirds. There's I'm trying to think what else is in there. There's all kinds of stuff in there. There's thunderbirds, giant snakes, little troll-like beings, which have strange names. Like I said, spirits, phantom dogs, all kinds of interesting stuff. And he talked about some of the more famous or infamous cases. Matter of fact, there's a CD that I got from him. It's on the Bridgewater Triangle. It's all about the Bridgewater Triangle. Anyway, he kind of he saved the best for last. Bigfoot in the Bridgewater Triangle, and even a hoax that was perpetrated. Some of you may remember last summer there was one single footprint found in the Bridgewater Triangle area in the Hockomock Swamp area, which looked very, very strange. And it was interesting that it was only one footprint. It was interesting that it was only one footprint that was found. The guy who took the video, or took the photo of the track and cast it, has not admitted to a hoax. But John Horgan has come away with the impression that it was a hoax, because a lot of the things that the guy said did not make any sense. So that was pretty much declared a hoax. And Horgan's presentation was very good. It was very funny. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was terrific. And then they held the second part of the auction, and also a couple of raffles. One of the raffles was for someone to win $200. The other was for a large plaque type thing. It was I think it was shaped like the state of Ohio. It says something about 22nd-Annual Ohio Bigfoot Conference or something like that. Final presentation was by Larry Lund, but actually Larry didn't present alone. He had Bob Gimlin help him out. And what they had was, they had a large photo on the screen, on the big screen on the screen of the conference room, which was run on Don's computer. It's a photo that Larry has and has had in his possession for years, and I got a copy of that photo. It's about 8 by 10. It's an overhead shot of the Patterson-Gimlin film site, which Renee DeHinden took in like 1971 or somewhere in there. And Al Hodgson's son is in the photo. You can barely see him down on the film site. He's down on the film site. And what they did was, and this was a really neat thing, Larry had Bob Gimlin come up and kind of describe exactly where he was, where Roger was on the film site, where they got turned around, when Bob rode across the creek, when Roger had to relocate. And to hear the story in Bob's own words, and to see him point out places on the film site, like, this happened here, this happened there, this is where she turned, this is where she went and walked away. Tremendous, just tremendous. I gave that presentation a 5.5, 5.5, because it was tremendous. With Gimlin up there, and of course Larry Lund as well. And then last night, some of us went to Coshocton County, out to the County Road 6, to the film site where Don had gotten the film of the white one. Man, nothing happened out there. There's nothing going on out there, but it is a very isolated area. Not a whole lot of people live out there. But it was a lot of fun. It really was. I really had a great time. And then today we had another picnic. We had some of us go out to the handicapped pavilion, and we had a little picnic out there. Had some burgers and some bratwursts. Love those bratwursts. They're so good. Oh, it had homemade cherry cheesecake and blackberry cheesecake. And the blackberry cheesecake was to die for. Jonna, you did good on that. I love that blackberry cheesecake. If I ever see you online again, you're going to have to give me the recipe. Maybe my mom can make it. Oh, I love that blackberry cheesecake. It was so good. Other than that, it's just that's pretty much my review of the whole weekend and the whole conference. I had a blast. And I want to send a special shout out to Don Keating. Don, an excellent job this year. I think this was the best one yet. And this is my third one. This is my third time coming here. I think this was the best one yet. And hey, you got to do a 23rd. You got to do 3 more. You said you were committed to doing number 25, up to number 25. We're going to hold you to that, Don. Anyway, I had a blast this weekend. I mean, I got to meet Stacy, Stymie02, and his wife Teresa, aka Squatch Widow. Really sweet young lady. She was really sweet. I got to meet Nebraska Serenity, one of my biggest fans. Hey, Ellen. I got to meet her. She is a sweetheart. She's a sweetie. She's one of my biggest fans of my show, mine and Bill's show. So, anyway, I had a blast this weekend. And to everybody that I met this weekend, thank you for being accommodating to me as always. It was great to meet you. It was great to see you again if I've seen you in years past. And I had a blast. Thanks, guys.